up his brush and went tranquilly to work. Ben Rogers hove in sight presently the very boy of all boys whose ridicule he had been dreading. Ben's gait was the hop, skip and jump proof enough that his heart was light and his anticipations high. He was eating an apple and giving a long, melodious whoop at intervals, followed by a deep-toned ding-dong-ding, ding-dong-ding, for he was personating a steamboat. As he drew near, he slackened speed, took the middle of the street, leaned far over to starboard, and rounded to ponderously, and with laborious pomp and circumstances, for he was personating the big Missouri and considered himself to be drawing 9 feet of water. He was boat and captain and engine bells combined. So he had to imagine himself standing on his own hurricane deck, giving the orders and executing them. "Stop her, sir!" Ting-a-ling-ling. The headway ran almost out, and he drew up slowly towards the sidewalk. "Ship up to back!" Ting-a-ling-ling. His arms tightened and stiffened down his sides. "Set her back on the starboard!" Ting-a-ling-ling. "Chouch! Chow-wow! Chow!" His right hand, meantime, describing stately circles, for it was representing a 40-foot wheel. "Let her go back on the larboard!" Ting-a-ling-ling. "Chouch! Chow-chow!" The left hand began to describe circles. "Stop the starboard!" Ting-a-ling-ling. "Stop the larboard!" "Come ahead on the starboard!" "Stop her!" "Let your outside turn over slow!" Ting-a-ling-ling. Chow! Ow! Ow! "Get out that headline! Lively now! Come out with your spring line! What are you about there? Take a turn round that stump with the bite of it. Stand by that state. Now let her go. Done with the engines, sir!" Ting-a-ling-ling. "Shit! Shit! Shit!" Drawing the gauge cocks, Tom went on whitewashing, paid no attention to the steamboat. Ben started a moment and then said, "Hi, aye! You are up a stump, ain't you?" No answer. Tom surveyed his last touch with the eye of an artist. Then he gave his brush another gentle sweep and surveyed the result as before. Ben ranged up alongside of him. Tom's mouth watered for the apple, but he stuck to his work. Ben said, "Hello, old chap. You got to work. Hey!" Tom wheeled suddenly and said, "Why, it's you, Ben. I was not noticing. Say, I am going in a swimming. I am. Don't you wish you could? But of course, you had ruder work, would not you? Course you would. Tom contemplated the boy a bit and said, What do you call work? Why ain't that work? Tom resumed his whitewashing and answered carelessly, Well, maybe it is, and maybe it ain't. All I know is it suits Tom Sawyer. Oh, come, now you don't mean to let on that you like it. The brush continued to move. Like it? Well, I don't see why I ought not to like it. Does a boy get a chance to whitewash a fence every day? That put the thing in a new light. Ben stopped nibbling his apple. Tom swept his brush daintily back and forth stepped back to note the effect, added a touch here and there, criticized the effect, again Ben watching every move and getting more and more interested, more and more absorbed. Presently he said, Say, Tom, let me whitewash a little.